Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast. In this show, every week, a rotating cast of actors, writers, comedians, and improvisers will be playing the wonderful group storytelling game Fiasco from Bully Pulpit Games. This week, Sarah Ziak, Louis Char, Trey Burns, Bob Morsch, and Jonathan Margheim will be creating a story set in a small town on the border of the U.S. and Mexico. Don't forget that if you leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, you can have a character name of your choice included in the show. Just put the name you'd like us to use in the body of your review. We had one last week, and we'll have one next week. Now's your chance to get your character name used on the show. And now, without any further ado, let's have the players introduce their characters, and let's play Fiasco.
My name is Bob Morsch, and today I will be playing the Reverend. The Reverend works with a friend of his in bringing illegals across the Mexican border.
Once again, I am Jonathan Margheim. I am playing the role of Allison, air quotes, Stretch Johnson English. He's a dude, just so you know. And part of the Coyote enterprise that him and the Reverend have involves working with a lawyer to fake some naturalization papers. Some papers. I'm not even going to go back to one.
You can go back to 2.
Nope. I'm moving it on.
All right.
My name is Sarah Ziak, and I will be playing Betty Berkowitz, the crooked lawyer who's helping smuggle illegals across the border with Stretch and the Reverend. And by day, I am the regular divorce lawyer, and I recently am divorced from the gentleman next to me.
I'm Louis Char, and I'm playing Chappie Coonersnout. My ex-wife up and left one morning, and I had no idea how she did it. I assumed it was because she was a divorce lawyer, and my friend, my longtime neighbor friend, will introduce himself now.
Thank you. I'm Trey Burns, and I am playing Pablo Tapayobambo, and I am a recent Mexican that ran over the border. Recent Mexican that ran over the border. I am a Mexican who recently ran over the border.
There it is.
There you go. And I am drinking buddies with the Reverend.
We have a couple of needs for our characters to use today. The first one is to cover up the accidental death of 6 immigrants. And the other need is to get right with the gamblers before they take your knees. We also have 2 objects. One is a Bowie knife, and one is a spiral notebook with info on where the bodies are buried. And we have one location, which is a small house in no man's land between the U.S. and Mexican borders.
Pablo Tapayobambo is discussing with my longtime neighbor Chappie about my recent gambling problems, and this is going to go poorly for me. Chappie.
Well, hello there, Pablo.
Hello, Chappie. I think I messed up.
Whatever do you mean?
I messed up real bad. You know all that money that I was saving up to send back to my family in Mexico?
Yes, you had about 30 grand.
Yeah, I lost it. Yeah, you know how I really like greyhounds?
I saw the posters on your bedroom wall.
Yeah, anyway, I went to the greyhound the races.
Yeah?
And I bet it all on Swift Starry Night.
No! That's a loser!
I thought maybe that it was going to be his lucky day, and I lost all my money.
What, your family, Pablo? You have 3 girls.
And that's not the worst part. Okay. And then afterwards, I thought maybe I could get it all back. So I bet another 30,000 that I did not have on Swift Starry Night again. Or whatever I said. You got it. And he lost again. Now I owe $30,000 that I do not have. And they are looking for me.
The Russian mafia? Migrated to Mexico?
Whoever.
Dear God.
Yeah, his name was Alexei Karmashmirnov.
Smirnov. I'm so familiar
Yeah.
with him.
Anyway, he's looking for me. And I am scared for my children and my wife, even though they are in Mexico.
It's funny you should bring up Alexei Karmashmirnov because he's actually a member of my church. I run into him every Sunday, and he seems like a nice guy. But you owe him 30 grand, you say?
See?
30 grand.
Chase.
Chase. I think... What if I talk to him for you? What if I try to...
Oh, you do not have to do this for me, my longtime neighbor.
But you're in such a rut. I can't help but feel... Your pain is my pain, Pablo.
See, I would be most grateful if you were to help me.
Well, I couldn't possibly spare 30 grand, but...
He's already threatened to break my knees.
And you were such a fantastic runner back in the day.
I know.
You were the pride of Mexico.
How will I ever be able to return to Mexico and...
With broken knees, exactly.
With broken knee, I will never be able to play soccer.
You won't be able to lift your little girls again.
That is the saddest part of all. Anyway, I need to go back to the fields and plow.
Okay, Pablo.
And before I get in even more trouble.
Okay, Pablo. I'll pray for you, okay?
See, thank you. Thank you, Chappie. Goodbye.
All right, so I established as well. The Reverend is going to talk to his protege, Stretch.
I'm the protege.
I don't know, is that a wrong word?
No, that's good.
Okay.
That's good to know. I didn't realize I was the
I
protege.
didn't either until I just said it.
Yeah, no, that is a super important thing.
As to what happened to my truck and the most recent load that was supposed to come across the border. So I am meeting him somewhere in the desert. And this is not going to go well for me.
Can I just say that I'm walking and I'm covered in dust and sweaty and like
Oh yeah, that's
7 hours late.
Okay, retcon. I'm meeting you at the pickup point.
Yeah.
And you don't have the truck.
But I do have a bottle of tequila that's mostly finished.
That's right. Stretch.
Howdy.
Where the hell is the truck? And where are our clients?
Well, I gotta say, Reverend, you have a very intimidating voice right now. So I'm a little hesitant to tell you. Did you want to do a shower with me real quick?
No, Stretch. I want to know where my truck is. And I want to know where our clients are.
Well, we had a little incident on the way up. We ran out of coolant in the engine, and so I stopped at the the Quick Mart up on the way.
Yeah, the one right by the river. Yeah.
And I got inside and I found myself having a deep moral crisis.
Over a brand of coolant? I don't understand.
Well, at first I had to remember whether the truck used could take regular coolant or whether it needed that Dex Cool stuff, orange or green. But then I saw the tequila aisle, and then I forgot.
You forgot the coolant.
Yeah, so I spent all my money on tequila.
All my money, you mean?
Well, I like to think of it as our money, us being kind of like partners, kind of like, you know. So what had happened was I went and I bought all the tequila and I got back out to the truck and I tried to
Wait. All the tequila?
Well, yeah, I mean, I needed a case for the trip.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't. Would you expect me to just do like a juice box of tequila? Like, I needed.
Go ahead.
I mean, that trip takes at least 4 hours.
It does. It's not false.
All right. So I went and I brought the case of tequila out to the truck, and I told him to get back in the bed. Get back in the bed. And I put the tarp back over, just like we do. And I started the truck up, and then the light. The light went back on, and I was like, "Tarnation! I forgot the coolant." So I was thinking,
Stretch, you didn't put tequila in the radiator again, did you?
well, the funny thing about that, as I had this thought where it's kind of like a color between the orange and the green,
Yeah.
and it's kind of cool because it was sitting in the store, and it's cooler than outside. So I poured the tequila into the radiator. And sprinkle a little salt, a little lime. I went and started the car up, and then I realized, oh, damn, I forgot my wallet inside. It kind of caught on fire.
Yep. It'll do that.
So I did the only thing that I thought was wise at the time. I got a truck full of illegal aliens. I'm trying to drive to the border, fire department. Mexican prison, all that stuff. So I just drove real fast, tried to drive away from the fire. And I figured if I get going fast enough, the wind would sort of put it out.
Yep. And what did it do?
Well, it went out.
It blew back onto the tarp, didn't it?
That's why you're the boss, Rev.
Yep.
I'm still learning this game from you. I was
Son of a bitch.
I was just wasting my days away in Margaritaville. I was a host there. And then you found me and you brought me into your fold.
Yeah.
And I was done. I was done serving at Cabo Wabo at night. And yeah, so I'm glad to be in your employ, and I'm really sorry I messed this up. But I did manage one thing. I saved the tequila. So.
Oh, great.
Well, I mean, I saved it.
Well, give me the rest of that bottle then, because I'm going to need this.
That's all I got left. So we're going to have to.
All right. I got a couple of very important questions, and I just want simple answers. You
yes,
understand?
sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. I understand.
The 6 that were in there.
Mm-hmm.
Was it one family?
I think so. I don't speak Spanish. I'll pick them up. I take them to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then we take them to the lawyer, and then we get it all sorted out.
Hold on. Let me check. Shit. That was 4 different families. All right, this is going to get back to people. This is not good, Stretch. I swear, I'm so angry. My teeth are about to come apart right now.
They look like they're about to shatter in your mouth right now. I'm afraid.
They're either going to shatter or they're going to separate, and I'm going to bite your fucking nose.
Well, no, I need that. It's my smeller.
Yeah, I understand. All right, listen. We're going to have to come up with... we're going to have to frame the Border Patrol for this, you understand? Because if this gets back to Mexico... then we let people in our care die coming across the border, you understand? Because you put fucking tequila in a goddamn radiator of a 78 Chevy pickup. I don't know how you could think the 78 needs the orange stuff. But if this gets back, our clientele, we're going to lose everything, you understand?
Yeah. Do you think people will buy the Border Patrol set fire to a truck, boss?
Well, we're going to have to get rid of the truck. And we're going to have to... Where's the truck now, Stretch?
It's I'd say about let's say like
how long you been walking?
Oh shit! Like maybe the sun was up. So 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. All right. Well, hop in the caddy. We'll go find the truck.
Okay.
We'll hide the truck, and then we'll take it from there, all right?
All right. That sounds okay, boss.
It's a good thing you give such good goddamn back rubs, or you would be dead in this desert.
Well, I did do a little shiatsu in my day. I am a licensed. I'm level 2 in Reiki as well.
Right, okay.
So,
Get in here. You're gonna have to work the left side of my neck because
don't worry.
I'm furious right now.
I'm gonna energy work the shit out of your jaw right now.
Do it. All right, see.
So Allison and myself have chosen to establish. Excuse me, Stretch. He doesn't want anybody to know his name is Allison. So Stretch and the Reverend have driven out to the truck and picked up the bodies and are now back on the U.S. side of the border, burying them. And we have decided that this scene ends well for Allison/Stretch. All right. That's the sound of digging for those of you at home. Well, boss, this is a pretty good idea, burying these bodies here at the Greyhound track.
Yeah, Stretch, usually I think you're kind of a jackass, but this is not a bad idea.
Yeah, right? And
nice loose dirt.
yeah, well, and I figure, we start them like right here before the finish line, but we just got to keep it smooth. Right here by the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was having another thought. Do you know much about this racetrack, boss?
A little bit. I know that Karma Smir, whatever his name is, runs it.
Yeah, the Rushkies. We know the old Rushkies, them commies. They own this on the down low.
You know why that is, right?
No, I don't reckon I do. I drink tequila. I don't know nothing about those vodka swilling motherfuckers.
This whole town used to be witness protection.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A
really?
lot of them Ruskies met up here after going into witness protection.
Witness. So they're snitches
Yep.
and.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm just a hostess from Margaritaville. But if there's one thing I cannot abide is a snitch.
Now, Stretch,
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell you, if you want to distance yourself from the name Allison, you got to quit referring to yourself as a hostess.
I'm sorry. That's an old habit.
I understand.
Yeah. You walk in, you see the girl, you call her a hostess.
Yeah, I got you.
I was standing at a hostess station when
That's
I was
right.
doing it.
That's right. And you do have womanly hips.
It enhances my Reiki flow of my chi.
Of course. That's why you get so much leverage.
Yeah. But what I was thinking is, what if we didn't bury these bodies so good?
Interesting.
What if we just had like a little hand sticking up in the racetrack, and then what if we
So maybe after the third or fourth race, it gets exposed?
yeah, and then people blame it on these communists.
You know what, Stretch? I'm going to take back 85% of the things I was thinking about you on the drive over here. That's a goddamn good idea.
Wait till you hear the kicker.
All right, kick me.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go run to the store real quick. We're gonna get some borscht. We're gonna get some vodka. We're gonna get whatever those little pierogi things are.
Yeah, pierogies.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I just assume it's like a Russian burrito, right?
Yeah, sort of.
All right, so we get some of them, and we bury them in there too. Maybe we get a hammer and a sickle as well.
I think that might be what they call putting a hat on a hat.
I don't follow you.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Do you know where they keep?
It's from my screenwriting course. Don't worry about it.
How's that going? You taking that night classes at the
Pretty
community
good.
college?
I got a short almost finished.
Yeah?
Anyway, that's
All
for
right.
another time.
Yeah. Where do you think they keep Sputnik?
Under a dog track, probably.
Okay. Well, I had an idea about
Yeah,
it, but if it's
I
far
understand.
away, all right.
I think if we just put him here, I don't think we need to gild the lily that much. I think if we just put him here, I think maybe
Oh,
the connection will be made.
I see what you're saying.
let's not-
Well, we just need to be subtle like with it.
Yeah, let's not put a neon arrow pointing to him.
What
you
if?
know?
Okay, so what if just a little nudge for the police? What if we said we just put a little note in there that said, "I killed you because you're dumb," and then you don't sign the name because that's again we don't want to guilt the lily.
Right. Mm-hmm. Have you been looking at my notebook again? My ideas for your epitaph?
We just signed an AK. That's all I'm saying. Did you get it? Do you know why we would sign an AK?
Yeah,
You're smart. You got it,
Yeah, I
right?
got it.
Yeah, you're always plotting like that.
Yeah.
That's why we call you Alfred Hitchcock. Because you're plotting. Never mind.
Who calls me that?
The boys, the fellas.
Okay. I'll have to talk to the fellas.
Yeah, they always calling you Alfred Hitchcock.
I don't like any nickname with cock in it.
Well, they mention stuff about trailer hitches too, but I think it's more about your filmmaking.
Oh, wait a second. No, maybe I do like that.
Well, I'm confused.
It's okay. I'll think about it and get back to you.
All right, sounds good. So, can we put this note on these people or no?
I mean, if you really want to, I don't think it's the.
It's fine. Right here in my bag,
Absolutely necessary.
I got crayons.
Well, you went ahead and.
You got the notepad, right? So I could just scribble this note out right quick and we call it a day.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, come on. We got the races are going to start.
I'm a
pretty soon. We
regular. I'm
gotta
a
get
regular
going.
Agatha Christie right now. Like, did you see how I wrote all the murders she did?
You sure did.
All right, I'm a scribble this note out right quick. We can toss these bodies right here in this dog track.
Perfect.
Whoop! Look, the bunny's coming against you, duck. All right, good.
Goddamn bunny. I'm going to get that fucker one of these days.
I don't know why they leave it on all night.
I don't know. It's crazy.
All right, we should close up this hole.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here before somebody sees us.
Yeah, good plan.
So I'm in my office, stacks of paperwork everywhere, very busy, phones ringing, not being answered, and my ex-husband, Chappie Coonersnout, comes in the door, knocks and enters. Yes, come in.
Hi, honey. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not anymore. Can't be saying that. Hello, Betty. How are you today?
Why are you here, Chappie?
I had a wonderful conversation with you know our friend Pablo.
I know your friend Pablo. Yes.
Our former friend, your former friend Pablo, my current friend Pablo, and I was worried about him. He seemed to run into a bit of we'll just say problems for now, and I wanted to know if there's any insight you had on a Russian mafia operating here on the U.S.-Mexican border.
You know, as a lawyer, that I would never deal with anything illegal, Chappie.
Of course not. Of course not. I've just been reading these newspaper articles, and you remember Alexei Karmashmirnov?
I've heard the name.
Yeah. So it turns out that he has this crazy nickname because his Russian name is very difficult to pronounce, and he has this crazy nickname. He's called the Mexicutioner, and it's just. I wanted to know, was there any validity to this, maybe?
Again, as a lawyer, I would have nothing to do with anything illegal. And if your friend Pablo is in any trouble, those problems are his. I don't know what you were looking to get from me right now, Chappie. And I'm still waiting to get the papers signed and back. See all these papers stacked up on my desk? Not a single one has your signature on it.
Just wanted to prolong the process as long as I could. I hold on to the dream, I guess. I came here to discuss Pablo's well-being, his and his family's well-being, and.
Well, you know, perhaps if he spent a little less time down at the track and a little more time sending his money to his darling family across the border, you wouldn't be in my office wasting my time right now.
How did you know about the track?
I'm very well known in this town. I don't think I have to tell you that.
Betty, we used to be husband and wife.
We used to be a lot of things.
And now you're keeping secrets from me, from Pablo.
Well, I hate to tell you, Chappie, but Pablo's been keeping more than one secret from you.
How dare... I will not have you casting aspersions on my friend's good name.
I'm not casting aspersions. I want you, Chappie, I want you to breathe, and I want you to think. How do you think that your good friend got here? How do you think he became your loyal, loving neighbor?
I think God put him on this earth just like the rest of us.
Well, unfortunately, unless God is signing some very important documents, that is not how he got here.
I can see that this is a losing battle, Betty, and you look very busy.
I am.
And
I'm always very busy.
I will get back to you on those papers in a month or two. And hopefully, Pablo will be all, all hunky-dory by then. And it will be with no help from you. I hope to see you in church next week.
I will see you there.
Chappie is going to charge back into Betty's office and accuse her of smuggling immigrants across the border. Poorly for me.
Yay!
Yes, come in.
I almost forgot. This is yours, my mother's engagement ring. Since we're no longer, I just expect that you would.
That's so perfect for
It clangs on the desk in a very dramatic noise. Yes. Well, thanks.
And I forgot to mention that you're smuggling people, aren't you? Don't lie to me. We were together for 7 years, and I knew every one of your quirks, and I can tell when you're lying to me, Betty.
Can you really? Could you tell when I said I do? When I said "till death do us part," did you sense I was lying?
No, I believed you. I believed you wholeheartedly.
Well, then why don't you continue with the accusations? Why don't you continue to tell me how much you know about me?
Okay. I didn't come in here to be berated by my ex-wife. I came in here on the offensive. And I was going to say that you
Yes.
are doing some sort of subterfuge operations.
I am helping this community, is what I am doing. I have always had the best interest of the people of this community.
You're helping this community with that strangely woman character from Margaritaville. I saw the pictures. Yeah, I hired a private eye.
And what did your private eye tell you, Chappie?
He just had photographs. He was very far away. He couldn't get any audio recording, but
So are you telling me you have pictures of bushes? Because I also have pictures of bushes. The bushes between you and your neighbor, who you love very dearly. And my love of this community has helped him dearly.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Okay. Sorry. Pablo, your friend, who you love so dearly, who I think you originally came here to discuss with me, how do you think he got here? How do you think he got to be your neighbor?
Well,
My love of the community is how he became your neighbor. Beyond that, I can be of no help to him. And just because you hired someone who saw me walk past this Stretch character means nothing to me. So again, unless you're here to further sign paperwork, I don't know what else I can do for you.
something's going on here, Betty. And I will get to the bottom of it. Here, I'll sign one right now. I'll just sign one for you. There. taking the ring back. It's my mother's.
Yes!
Pablo is going to go visit Betty Berkowitz to try and borrow the $30,000 he owes the Russian mafia. And this is going to go very poorly for me.
Yes, come in. Where's my fucking secretary?
Hello. Mrs. Berkowitz.
Oh, Pablo, how have you been?
Yes,
Come in, have a seat.
Yeah, good. Yes. Oh, not so good. Not so good.
I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
I am sorry
Pablo?
too. It is just that I may have bet too much money on a slow greyhound.
That'll happen. Yes.
And now it appears that I am in need of very much money to pay off the Russian mafia, and so I can keep my legs and be a track star back in my home country.
Your legs are so important, Pablo. So, I mean,
I
how
have
much
the
money are
best
we
legs
talking?
in all of Mexico.
I would never argue with that, Pablo. So, how much money did you not send to your family and instead wasted on dogs? How much was that?
Jeez, $30,000.
Pablo, that's a great deal of money. $30,000.
Yes, it is money. I should have been sending it in increments to my family and not just
You saved up a great
not
deal.
just one big lump sum.
Yeah, that's a hell of a Western Union. So you need me to give you $30,000. I mean, you know how barter and trade works, Pablo. I mean, what am I going to get out of giving you $30,000?
My internal gratitude. I of course will pay you back timely.
Timely. I mean, if you could pay me back in a timely manner, you could just pay back the Russians in a timely manner. So that
jeez.
doesn't do much for me.
Jeez.
Well, you know
I
what,
can,
Pablo? You are very good friends with what, Mr. Coonersnout, are you not?
Chase Chappie.
Yes, Chappie.
He is my best friend. I love him so much. I wish to be friends with him forever.
And how has he been lately?
He has been a good friend. And I love him.
Well, for as much as you love him, I mean, do you love your legs and your little girls more?
Jeez, my little girls.
Okay,
I haven't seen their eyes in 10 years.
That's a long time. Well, I just want to see where your priorities
Little
are,
Maria
Pablo.
is just starting the 6th grade. She is doing very well in English.
That's good because you want her over here, right? You
She's
want
the
to
only
spend
one in
time with
Mexico
her.
that knows English in my family.
I understand. And family is so important. But we all know what it's like to have that one family member, right? That one guy that just brings the party down.
Jace, that is my youngest daughter. Annabelle.
Well,
She is a bitch.
Well, you see, my Annabelle is Chappie. And
Chappie.
Yes, Chappie. And I mean, the
You're
truth
my best
is,
friend?
your best friend. But again, what is your love stronger for? Your best friend or your daughters on your knees?
Oh, I don't know if I could choose.
Well,
I guess my knees are very important, and so are my daughters. Accent.
well then I guess because I can make your debt disappear.
Oh, Jace, see.
In fact, I would be happy to make your debt
Jace,
disappear.
see.
Because as I've told you, my dedication to this community runs very
Jace,
very
see.
deep. So in order for that to happen, I need you to, I don't want to say it. I need you to just take Chappie for a walk. Just take him for a walk. And I need you to come back from that walk without him. And I mean, whatever you have to do in the meantime to make that happen.
You mean leave him at the movie?
I mean,
at the cinema?
I mean, if he were to fall or...
Oh, no.
I just
What if he were to scrape his legs?
I need you to scrape a major artery, Pablo. I need...
I know what you're saying. You want me to kill Chappie? No! No! I cannot do this to him.
Well, I mean, then Pablo, it's been a pleasure knowing you.
No.
And
No, but
I will send my regards to your family.
No, Chase, wait.
I mean, children without fathers can't get very far in a war-torn country like Mexico, can they?
No.
A lot of bad people in this world.
Oh, no. Guys, you are making me choose between my family and my Chappie.
Yeah.
No. Guys, this is very difficult. Oh, Chappie. I choose my knees. I think that this is a good decision for you, Pablo. Forgive me, Chappie.
Pablo, I need you to stop crying in my office. I have a lot of paper in here, but no tissues. Suck it the fuck up.
Sorry. Okay, do you want your door open or closed?
I would like you to close it. We will...
Okay, just like my heart.
So the Reverend is going to resolve. The scene I was given is Pablo, now being the only other person that he really knows well enough to ask this besides Chappie, who he can't ask. Pablo is going to come to the Reverend at their local watering hole to ask him how to go about making Chappie disappear. Oh, and this is going to end badly for the Reverend.
Hello, Reverend.
Hey, Pablo.
I need to ask for your advice.
Sure, Pablo. What do you need?
It's just, you know how I love my family?
Of course I do.
And except for Annabelle.
Except for Annabelle,
At
that
the
little
beach.
cunt. Yeah.
Do you know what she did? I got the letter the other day. Do you know what she did? She stole a pigtail from my eldest Maria. She took her scissors and cut it right off that little beach.
That's not a very nice thing
No.
to do, Pablo.
Except for her. But the rest of them,
The rest of them are lovely.
Cecilia, Maria, and my beautiful wife, Santa Maria.
Yeah. She is a lovely woman.
Have I shown you a picture of her?
You have several
Oh,
times.
good.
I think that one you keep showing me, you probably ought to keep that one private.
Oh, but don't her boobs look so perky?
Yes, they are very perky.
Anyway, it's just I love them and I love my niece. I wish to when I go back
Your
to
nie-
Mexico.
Your niece?
My niece. Chase,
Oh, your niece.
my niece, not that
Mm.
my niece. She is also a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just, and then I have my friend, that I live next to, Chappie, and I love him so much as well. And that is why I need your advice.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to give him the dance of death, or how you say, cement shoes, or how you say, pushing of daisies, or how you say, swimming with the fishes,
Sure,
or
yeah.
how you say, kill him.
Could I have 3 more examples?
Yes, of course. I could, how you say, I'm out of examples. I am sorry. I am so sorry, Reverend.
That's okay. It wasn't really fair of me to ask. So what do you need from me, Pablo?
It's just, I went to go see Mrs. Betty.
Oh, yeah.
And I asked her because I need lots of money. Because you see, before I was at the racetrack and I took all of my money and I bet it all on a Swift Starry Night.
Swift Starry Night.
Yes.
That dog hasn't won a race in ever.
I felt so bad for him. I thought maybe if somebody bet a lot of money on him, he would be happy and a race faster.
He is really cute with that little black circle over his eye.
Yes, he is so cute. And then, anyway, I lost all of my money. And then I bet on him again. And now Alexei Smirnov, he wants to break my knees. So I went to a betty and asked for the money. Very Italian.
Spain and Italy are close together. It's okay.
I went to see him, and I went to see her and asked for money. But in exchange for money, I need to kill a chappie. And I love a chappie, but I love a knees.
I understand. Yeah, I love my knees too. I used to be down on them quite regularly when I was in the church. Anyway.
See.
You want me to tell you how to get rid of Chappie, huh?
Yes.
I
want to do it fast without him knowing.
Okay. Come
I do not want to
into
look
the
into his
back
eyes.
room
Okay,
with me.
Chase.
Come into the back.
Chase.
We don't need to talk about this at the bar with these tourists around.
I'm sorry, tourists. I hope you're enjoying your stay in Pueblo.
I want that margarita with the Red Bull in it.
Okay. Now, Pablo, I do have a little bit of experience in this kind of thing.
Okay.
The Reverend reaches into his boot, pulls out a Bowie knife. Now, I own a little house. Do you remember where you came across?
Of course.
Right there by the IHOP?
Okay.
So you go about...
Over the ditch?
Yeah, over the ditch. You go about 3/4 of a mile south of that ditch. And there's a little house there.
Okay.
That's my house, all right?
Yes.
In the closet, in the kitchen, there's a bag of lye.
There's a bag of lies?
Sure. No, a bag of lye. It'll help you dissolve a body. Don't worry about it. I know you didn't get far in chemistry.
We did not have chemistry in Mexico.
Yeah, I know. So you're going to take this knife right here, right? You know that church he goes to?
Chase.
Okay. When he walks home from that church,
Chase.
it goes down that one alley over
See.
there on Oros Campoyo Street.
Chase. See?
So you're going to wait in that alley on Sunday afternoon. When he leaves that church, you're going to take this knife.
Go to church.
Yeah.
Go down alley.
Mm-hmm. You're going to put this right in the back of his neck.
Chase.
Aim upwards, Pablo. Look at me in the eye.
Hey.
Aim upwards.
Upwards, Chase. See?
Okay?
Let me write it down. Aim upwards.
Right. Okay? I'll have a car waiting for you at the other end of the alley.
Car waiting.
The driver will take you to that little house and he'll help you get rid of Chappie. But here's what I need, Pablo.
Oh, no.
When you go to pay off Alexei, I need you to tell me where and when that's happening. Do you understand?
See?
All right.
See, Chase?
Now,
I can do this. I can do this.
do you want a drink?
Chase, please.
All right, come on, I'll get you a drink.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So Allison Stretch is going to meet up with Betty for their weekly sort of update meeting at the Greyhound track. They do that because there's lots of people around, so it can be nondescript. They can sit, sort of near each other and talk and not have like suspicious eyes and whatnot. So I have determined that this scene will not go well for me because I have nothing but bad news for Betty. Did you want the code word again this week?
No, Stretch, please have a seat.
All right, thanks. Do you want any energy work?
No, I'm feeling quite aligned. Thank you.
I'm telling you, my chakras are especially open
No,
today.
I know of your skills,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna
so,
pass right now.
All right then. All right. Did you want some popcorn? This is the deal. It's got the truffle oil on it. It's real nice.
What news do you have for me, Stretch?
Oh, well, yeah. So things are good. The Rev wanted me to tell you that things are good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to worry about us.
Right.
Your money's in its usual place in the track. So, say no more, right? I was informed to inform you that there were some complications with our last shipment. Some of the Mexican cola did not make it across the border.
Where did it make it to?
Well, it burned up in a fire.
In a fire.
Yeah, that's not code. I couldn't think of a way to turn it into code.
Yeah, no,
So yeah, they all died. The Mexican Cokes, they didn't make it.
I have 6 folders here, ready to ship the cola
so,
wherever it needs to go.
The thing is, with those, you just don't need to worry about those anymore.
It's a lot of high quality paper I just wasted. Stretch.
Well, I know, and your money's where it's supposed to be for the Cokes.
My money is very important to me.
Well, I know, and it's there. Don't worry, every dime. And me and the Rev, we got it under control. You don't need to worry your pretty little head about nothing.
Is there going to be anyone looking for this Coke? Is anyone going to miss this Coke? Stretch?
I don't.
Coke is such bad fucking code.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, they got families. Let's be honest. But it's okay because they were already on fire, so I ain't nobody gonna know who they are, and we buried them, so nobody's gonna find them.
Where did you bury them?
You're gonna love this.
Am I? Am I, Stretch?
Well, I would think it's. I'm sorry, it just tickles me.
I am not ticklish.
Well, we both know that, ma'am. But the thing is, we didn't want any of the heat to come back on ourselves or yourself. So we went ahead and we're just smart about it. Somebody else is gonna take the fall.
You're making a lot of assumptions about your own intelligence right now, Stretch.
Well, I never was much for book learning myself. I followed the wisdom of the Orient, and the wisdom.
So are you telling me you hid them under a rug? Is that what you're telling me? Where did you hide? Where? Stretch. Where did the Coca-Cola, as it were, end up?
I'm gonna wait for this motorcycle race to happen that they do before the
I think
Greyhound
the
race.
rabbit's broken.
Johnny 19 is the winner, and now we will clear the track and get ready for the Greyhound races.
Yeah, Johnny 19, woo!
You know, I went to high school with Johnny 19. That guy was a real dick. But that's another story for another time.
That is another story, Stretch. I would really like to focus on the task at
Yes.
hand.
So, wait, what was the question again? I done forgot.
I'm wondering what happened to the 6-pack of cola, as it were, that burst into flame.
The 6-pack.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
we went ahead and we made it so nobody's ever gonna find the place we doggone hit them.
I'm not a fan of puns either, Stretch.
You'll need a blood greyhound to find them. I have a real good track record of hiding things.
Stretch, are you telling me that this 6-pack is very close to us right now, seeing as how we are sitting in the bleachers? At the
I wouldn't say one way or another.
And they're at the post for race number 1. Last call for the betting window.
I would say, look, here's what I want you to do. I'm just gonna, don't freak out. I'm gonna put my arm around you right here so I can get your view of I love you. And you see right there?
I'm looking, yes.
Do you see how it kind of looks like it's a little dug out?
Stretch, are you telling me that there is a 6-pack buried under this racetrack right now?
We have a full 6-pack of Coke, my dear.
Do you know how important this racetrack is to this local economy?
Whoa.
What else do you think keeps the economy going other than the 6-packs that you move across the border?
And they're at the gate.
I never was much for book learning, so I don't really know about economics or anything like that.
And they're off.
Bet on Swift Starry Night. Don't do it.
So the thing is we got
Stretch,
this.
without this racetrack, everyone, including you and I, will be in a great deal of trouble. It puts us all in a compromising situation.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to the racetrack.
And they're coming around turn number 1. That is
Just-
Swift Starry Night in the
They're
lead.
dogs.
Just the owner.
Stretch. The owner is a very important friend. And his safety is very important to
Oh,
me.
shit. No.
His safety is a little more important than yours at this point.
No
Stretch.
shit. You are gonna be madder than a June bug in a washing machine.
Stretch, so help me God. What am I about, Stretch?
Snoopy's great
Well,
big
we may-
balls takes the lead.
We may have put a few bits of evidence on him to frame.
And all the
Bits of
dogs have
evidence?
stopped 50 yards short of the finish line and are digging at the track.
Oh, this could be a problem.
Could be.
I really hadn't anticipated this.
How did you think this was going to end?
Well, I don't know. We were gonna arrest a Russian.
Is that a tibia? What is that?
It's probably a femur.
Stretch, I think at this point it is in your best interest to quickly stand up and go find your friend Reverend.
I have an embarrassing confession to make. When I had my arm around you earlier, I got a little excited. It's not really a good idea for me to stand up right now. Can you just give me a second?
Then I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave.
Well, pretty lady, I never mind that. So what you say, you want to leave back to my place or get this?
I'm saying you might not have a place to go to at the rate we're going.
Well, I mean, we can just go back to my place. It's not,
Oh my God, that is definitely a face. That is definitely a face. It is turned me on no recognition. Oh my, this is the end.
so we gonna have us a champagne jam or what, darling?
How about I meet you at your place at about 7 this evening? How does that sound, Stretch?
Well, sounds like I'm not masturbating for the rest of the day.
There you go.
I'm gonna save it up for you, darling.
You've always been very thoughtful, Stretch.
You gotta get rid of that first easy one, Stretch.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy.
No problem.
I'm gonna have sex with this here pretty lady.
Okay.
Folks,
I'm
did
gonna
you hear
go.
that?
All right. As usual, discretion is appreciated.
I bet you a Russian did that out there. That looks like some handy Russian work to me, some wet work from some Russians. I might be on my own wet work later, if you know what I'm talking about. Deuces.
Gross.
I'm establishing that I am going to meet my secret lover, Alexei, the Russian mafia guy who owns the whole racetrack, and he is beside himself that there are 6 bodies just found, but I have information to help him get rid of that problem.
And how does it go for you, Sarah?
Oh, and it goes super well for me,
Great.
as always.
Super.
Super. I don't know. Knock, knock.
Yes, come in.
Alexei, hey, sweetie.
Betty. I am upset.
I'm sensing that you
I
look
am
very-
beside myself with rage. Very angry.
Yeah, I saw.
Duh.
I saw that they're digging up some hands and feet in front of your track.
I bet it was that slime Boris. I will cut his fingers off and feed it to Bear.
I mean, as much as I appreciate your dedication to the craft, maybe that's jumping the gun a little bit.
Maybe
sweetie.
you're right, Betty. You always know how to keep head on my shoulders.
Well, I love you dearly, sweetie. I just want you to be safe, and I love what you do for this community. And all the commerce and
I
economy. that you
love
bring.
this community. It makes me, Alexei, happy.
Boss, what I do with the new shipment of prostitutes?
Nikolai, just put them in the boxes for now. I unpack it later.
Da.
It's good to see business is still booming,
Fine.
sweetie.
Very well. Very well. Anyway,
So not to get off topic, but I heard through the channels that I often hear things through that you are looking to collect about 30,000 from a unfortunate former neighbor of mine.
Pablo Swine, he owes me many monies.
Yeah, I know this is such a bad time, but I was hoping that we could just take care of that. We could just
Dumbass bet on my worst dog.
Yeah, a bit on
Sweet Starry Night.
Yeah, I would think the 3 legs would be the hint, but I mean that's neither here nor there. It would be such a help to me, and I know how much you love helping me. If we could just make that one go away. Just pay that off. What if I could guarantee you that would be paid?
You can guarantee I get my $30,000?
Well, I can guarantee you vengeance. Oh, and I know how
I
much
love vengeance.
You love vengeance.
Betty, you know me so well.
Oh, that's what we have
I'd
in
do
common.
anything for you.
Oh, I love.
Okay.
I'm so glad you said that.
We
I'm
can
so
forget
glad you said
about Pablo.
You are a kind man.
You are my stars and my sun.
Boss, what I do with
Nikolai.
Dora the Explorer themed heroin? Shipment arrived this morning. Where I put?
Put them in pillowcases. Ship them to girls across states.
Boss, we only have 5 pillowcases. You want I go to Walmart?
Buy some more pillowcases and make sure they're pretty. Not any of those cheap, plain white ones like you got last time.
Boss, do not worry.
I am running business
I
here.
get Kathy the Gifford collection. Is fine.
That's a high thread count. That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
Egyptian.
I like
Cotton.
laces. Get something with laces.
Oh, boss.
Goodbye, Nikolai.
Goodbye.
Well,
Svidaniya.
Nikolai sure knows how to ruin sex drive.
Yeah, he is above. But what if I gave you some good news that might get that drive
You
back
have
up there?
good news?
I have news, and you can decide if it's good.
Let Alexei have it.
So those parts that they seem to be pulling out of your track right now. I know who.
Was it Boris?
No, Boris.
That bastard.
No, Boris is a sweetheart. One eye and all. You really got to learn to let up on Boris a little bit. No, it's that little. It's that awkward guy you always see drunk in the alley and falling asleep on the church thing with a bottle of tequila. I believe his name is. It's Stretch.
Stretch, huh?
Yeah, Stretch. I may have seen Stretch milling around the track last night with a shovel.
Then bring me his head. I want to mount it on fireplace.
You would like me to?
Oh, somebody. Hey, Nikolai, are you still around?
Boss, yes, boss.
Oh, God, you haven't left from Walmart. I have job for you.
Yes, boss.
I want you to find Stretch, the Stretch guy, and I want you to take his head off without killing him. And I want his head on my fireplace.
Boss, can we give job to Sergey? I feel it would be awkward if it was me.
Yeah, I would like to do it, boss.
Give to Sergey. Sergey needs to earn his stars.
Yeah, I want to cut off a head.
Sergey, if you fuck this up, I cut off fingers.
Okay, I'm down to 6, but I do my best.
Sergei will become, what is
Do
it,
not-
40? We are 40? Is that what we say? I don't know. Do not kill me,
Sure.
Russian mob.
Fine, Sergey, off with you.
Okay.
Alexei, I think I can help set Sergei up for success.
Good.
I have a good idea of where Stretch is going to be at about 7 o'clock this evening.
Duh.
Boss, I forgot my name. What is my name?
You are Nikolai.
Nikolai. Thank you, boss. I go to Walmart now.
Thank you. Anyway, Betty. I think I'm going to retire to bedroom. Feel free to join me.
Of course, sweetheart. Let me just write down an address for Sergei here, and I'll meet you right in there.
Chappie is going to meet with his private eye detective, Bradley
Doctor
Bradley
Detective.
Trollbags, inquiring about his ex-wife's sexual affairs, I suppose. Yeah? Okay. And this will end badly for me.
You can come in.
Hey, Bradley.
Oh, hey, Chappie. What's up?
I was looking over some of those photos that you gave me last week with my ex-wife and all these men that she's just been photographed with, and it's a little heartbreaking, I gotta say.
Well, she likes to spread them.
And I heard tell. She's been in bed, so to speak, with this Alexei Karmashmirnov.
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but we can find out if you want.
He's nicknamed the Mexicutioner, and I'd hate to think that his nickname was also the Mexipootioner. I mean, that's not fair. I mean, if he's killing fools and killing the
Chappie, I'm gonna be honest. You're the only one that uses this whole Mexicutioner thing.
What? It hasn't caught on?
I mean, like, I tried pimping it out on the streets, like you told me, but it didn't really work. So, if you give me some more money, though, maybe I could try a little harder.
Bradley, I'm sorry to interrupt your meeting. Here's your coffee. Do you want another bear claw?
Yeah, I need another bear claw.
All right.
And a jelly donut.
You got it.
Go to the pocket hole. I like to get the ones from there.
Yeah, they're good there.
All right. So, Chappie.
Yes.
I can get to the bottom of this whole, this Russian thing for you. But I need some more money, because it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, of course. I'm very curious about my ex-wife's sex life. So
You still love her, don't you?
I wear my heart on my sleeve. What can I say?
You're a sweet man. You're a real sweet man, Chappie. Which is why I'm going to give you the discount. I only need another $4,000 from you.
That's a steal. Compared to your normal prices, I had to take out a second mortgage.
Well, it's like the sign above my door. What price can you put on the truth?
That
Detective Bradley Trollbags.
is
What price can you put on the truth?
you must get a lot of business. I can't be.
Have you seen my TV commercial?
Yeah.
Trollbags. You heard the name on the streets.
And the amazing hairstylist.
Yeah.
Gives you that beautiful faux hawk.
Yeah.
That you work with. Yeah.
And I'm good with a knife. That's why they call me Trollbags. So many callbacks. Don't sweat it. This is a character I've done before. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out about this Russian for you. But I'm going to need $4,000.
Yeah. You take a check, of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, great. Now that I have this check, I'm going to open this manila envelope I had for you that I wasn't going to tell you about till you gave me more money. Let me get it here. So, I may have found something out about your wife.
That was really fast.
Well, not about the Russian. I'm going to find out about the Russian.
Okay.
I had this photo of her, and she's talking to this Stretch guy at the dog track, and he's got his arm around her. And do you see that erection very clearly in his pants?
Yes, I do.
I zoomed in on it.
He's whispering "I love you" in this picture, isn't he?
Well, I ran it through my computer. And, you've seen CSI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. When I told it, I was like, computer, tell me what the mouth noises is. And the computer was like, beep, boop, boop, I love you. Just like that. It's a whole thing.
So we know.
I'm terribly sorry to give you this news, Chappie.
Oh, no, it's okay. The truth will set me free.
Chappie, you got any Coke?
Yeah, I got some from Pablo the other week.
Sweet. Can I have some? Oh, you poor sweet angel. No,
Oh.
fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. I'm not. That's not my MO. Usually, I'm not.
It's all right. I like to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. It keeps me close to the streets. Don't sweat it. I'm going to find out about this Russian. Is there anything else I can do for you, Chappie?
I think that'll be all. I just can't handle any more guys in my ex-wife's life.
Oh, Chappie, I forgot one thing.
What's that?
I'm going to need an extra lens for my camera.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I hate to ask you this when I'm just giving you bad news, but I could use another $500.
500. That's very doable.
Chappie, I gotta ask you, what do you do for a living?
I'm a custodian at the Greyhound racetrack for 50 years.
That must be a union job, Chappie.
My house is very tiny as well. I have practically no property tax on it.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah.
So you can afford this. Great.
Yeah.
So just write me another, or do you want to just change this one?
Yeah, I'll just initial it. There
All
we go.
right, great. You made it out to cash, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snort some Coke first, but I'm going to go ahead and take care of this problem for you. If you see a lady down there with big jugs, send her up. I'm going to have to ask you to leave now.
Okay. Lady with big jugs. Will do, Bradley.
All right, great. Deuces.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Well, boys and girls, that's the end of Act 1. We hope you're enjoying our little story, and if you are, don't forget to come back Friday to hear Act 2, including the tilt and the aftermath. You can follow this show on Twitter @TiltPodcast or on our Facebook page. You can also send us an email to tiltpod@gmail.com. The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast, is a Dr. Bob Media production. See you Friday.
To get ourselves a treat.